you just kind of slide it in there, and there's these little clips underneath, and as you go you can get the clips off, so do that all the way around. So here I have a 70-inch TV. It's quite large. You can see I'm 6 foot, and it's getting kind of close to my 70 inches here. Can I fix it? Let's see. So I have it plugged in here, and then if you look at the back of your TV, and we'll turn on the power button here. We are getting power to the main board. So what I've done is I just put a blanket so I can put it face down. We have to remove this cover here. It has these screws all in these holes. Just use an electric drill. We can do that. I'm just using ice cube tray to keep all my screws organized. Now to get the top bezel off, what I'm doing is I'm just using a spoon. You just kind of slide it in there, and there's these little clips underneath, and as you go you can get the clips off, so do that all the way around. Sometimes there's cables. In this case we have one cable here, and then you have to disconnect the power cable there, and there's a screw right here that we have to remove. Here's the TV without the back. This is your power supply board, and then this is your main processor board there, and then this is the T-Con board that does the vertical and horizontal lines on your TV. For the backlight, usually it's a backlight issue. You can actually find the wire. It goes to your power supply board right here. There's a wire right there, and it will go into the back, and that's going to the lights. There's several strips that go back and forth right here, and probably some of those lights are bad. I will be taking this out and use the LED tester to test the we can inject voltage here. So this is my LED tester. It's really good to use it. You can turn on, and basically it can inject up to 180 volts, and it'll select the correct voltage. It goes up to 300 volts there, and so we'll be injecting the voltage in there. The backlight, and here's the cable. The white one is negative, brown one is positive. I do see all the lights are coming on, so it means that it's not a backlight issue. It means that we could have a problem with any of these kind of boards. I would say the first thing to check would be the connections here. For example, this connector here, it looked a little bit loose, so just reinsert your connections, right? These kind of connectors, and we were getting voltage there, so the fuse is good. It may be a problem here with this board or the main board. It's most definitely either this board or this board, but we can have a look and try to figure it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the power. Okay, so it does turn on now. That it was probably just a connection inside your board there. You can see the backlight, all those little dots means that it's working. So it could have just been a bad connection. Again, all these kind of little power connections that go into the board, like this one, this guy, it was probably one of these. I saw it was out a little bit. This power connector, and this guy right here. So it did turn on, not a problem. It's looking good. So this was flashing. Let's just see if I can measure the voltage. We're getting 213 volts. So that is the backlight voltage is 213. There you go. That's how to fix your 70-inch TV for free. Just an overview. If you're not getting, right here you can actually see it's a green standby light. If you're not getting a standby light, then it means that there's no power going to the main board probably, or it could be this blown fuse. So you could test that fuse there. But it's not like you just can fix that fuse, because there could be something else that's wrong on the board. Fuses just don't blow, but sometimes they do. It could be like a power surge. And so you could try this replacing with the same fuse. It's 250 volts, and it looks like it's 5 amp hour fuse. And then what you could do is, there's a sticker here. If you have a burnt component or something, you could just go onto tvparts.ca if you're in Canada, or shopjimmy.com if you're in America. But you put in that serial number, the S1MP, and then you can just order a new power supply board and put it in. That's if you're getting no power. Other issues, if it turns, it's most definitely probably your backlights. Backlights seem to fail quite frequently, and using an LED tester, you can just inject voltage right here. It'll inject 200 volts, and you'll see these little lights go on. If you don't see those lights go on, it means that you have a bad LED in the back, and if one of those lights in the back blow, the whole TV won't turn on. And you can just replace the individual LEDs, or I have other videos online how to do that. So no power, replace this. You have power, still black screen, check your backlights, okay? You'll see a wire that goes down to the back. That's going to your lights, right? And if you have no logo on the screen, but it still powers on or something like that, it could be your main board. And the main board also has a sticker. Okay, they have the little stickers there. You can read the code there and order a new part. If you have vertical lines on your TV, it's probably the T-Con board. It could be a bad connection here with the ribbon cables. It could be a chip that has a problem. So you can actually order a new T-Con board, and that could fix it. If that still doesn't work, there's actually a little trick. You can, if you have vertical lines, just like there's a trick with these traces. Some of the LEDs in the back, you have a bad LCD panel. You can actually fix it with tape. And I have another video about the tape. Is you can tape over one of these traces, actually sending a bad signal between these two ribbon cables. So you could just put a little bit of Scotch tape on some of the traces on this ribbon cable here to stop the signal from going over, and that can fix vertical line issues. So that's the overview of how to fix TVs. No power, this is the guy. I'll take a photo of all the boards so you can order them if you need it.
So here's the power supply board, and here's the sticker. You can search for it. Here's the T-Con board, and here's the main board, and it's also sticker as well. So I'm just plugging it in just to verify that everything's working. And we can see that the logo turns on and the TV's all fixed. So it's a bad connection, and it's easy to fix it just using a spoon to go around to open up the bezel. And if you enjoy repair videos, you can head on over to my website. It's newsonselectronics.ca, and I post weekly repair videos. See you guys next time.